What's up, friends? It's voltfireCore. Welcome back to the Dunce versus. Now, inside of this video, we're going to be doing a full monotype team versus the Dunce. Now, here's the team that I'm going to be running against the Dunce. As you can see, it is a full ghost type team. A lot of them are pre-evolutions with Evil Light, but there are some pretty cool sets in here, so let's get into the battles. Alright, now before the battles start, be sure to subscribe to DaDunce, since he has started his YouTube channel, and he's trying his best to make some good Pokemon Showdown content. So let's get on to the first battle now. Alright, here we are. So as you guys can see, full Ghost type team. And we're going against the Dunce's full Ground type team. So I'm a little worried about this since I have a lot of Mons that are weak to this. So I think I'm going to start off with a smart play and go for my radioactive chip. I think you know why he's called this. Well, it is a shiny Pringles man, and that's all I gotta know. But as of recording this, I have just watched the most recent episode of a certain scientific railgun T, which is, I've been reading the manga along with it, and it is so sick. But here's Hippowdon, which, if he's running a normal set, he's probably going to hit me with some dangerous attacks like Whirlwind, which is going to phase me out. He also might have Stealth Rock, but I don't know what his set is. So I think I'm just going to go for a Ice Beam, because he might switch into his Flygon or something. So we get a lucky crit, since we're that kind of guy, and he's actually running Crunch. So DaDunce is very good at running unorthodox sets, but I'm just going to go for another Ice Beam. Actually, I'm going to go for a Skull this time because he might switch into his Mamoswine or something. Now, as you can see, I have Whitney as my profile picture, which is a little bit of a hint to the next Gym Leader Versus, which should be uploaded pretty soon. But I have some pretty creative names on some of these Pokemon. I will try to go in depth on all of them. But I'm definitely going to check the chat, since DaDunce sometimes posts some really weird things. So here's the Seismitoad, which I'm a little worried about. We can't really do much to him, so I think I'm going to go for a Recover. Oh, okay. So he's running max speed. I suppose that that made more sense than what I did, but it's fine. Now I have some pretty unorthodox sets. So inside of this, I'm actually going to go into Uncle Edward, who is going to frisk his leftovers, and I'm going to go for a mean look and lock him in. So I think you get the reference behind this. Uncle Edward, like, he locks you in your basement, and then he toxics you. So it's usually Dusclopses use different sets, but this is a mean look, and it locks him in, and then he just goes for like Pain Split and stuff. So I'm actually going to go for a Nightshade. He might have like a Ghost type move or something, but it's fine. So he's going to go for the Earthquake, and I'm going to go for the Nightshade. Alright, now, I can't really do much to him, since unfortunately he has well, he's a Steel type, so I can't do much. So I think I'm just going to go for the Pain Split here, and heal my HP back up. So he really can't escape, so I think I'll just go for a... I'm just going to go for a Nightshade. We do some good damage to him, and he's definitely faster than us. So do I have any levitating Pokemon? I do not, so I think Uncle Edward is going to have to, die. Goodbye, Uncle Edward. Unfortunately, he's going to have to get taken out. But I'm going to go into my worn out Fursuit, which this is a pretty standard Mimikyu, even though it has a red card. So I think that's pretty unorthodox, maybe. I'm just going to go for a Swords Dance, and hopefully he switches out. Now this is a Steel type, but we do have priority, so we can just go for a Swords Dance and then hit him with a priority move. So what is this Excadrill going to go for? If it's normal, it's probably just going to go for like Earthquake or Iron Head or something and break my disguise, and then, well, probably do it again. Let's see if he's posted anything. So he goes into the Seismitoad, which is, oh, bye. Okay, so he's talking to himself again. He's feeling himself up. That's fine. I'm just gonna go for a play rough. All right, that's pretty cool. And he goes for the liquidation. And he drops my defense and gets the poison touch. But the red card switches him out, so I can just go for my Shadow Sneak and take him out. So Worn Out Fursuit, it's hard to pronounce that, unfortunately got poisoned. Like, this is a poison touch Seismitoad, which I have to say is pretty unorthodox. But here's the Mamoswine. Now, I am faster than this Mamoswine unless he has Ice Shard. So I think I'm just going to go for a Play Rough and almost take it out. So there we go. He's gonna rocks. Okay, like I don't have any defoggers, so that's fine with me. And I'm gonna go for the Shadow Claw since I don't want to miss my Play Rough. So this Worn Out Fursuit is pretty much, well, what it's made to do is since it has the red card, it can switch in on like sweepers and stuff. So if a Pokemon has like, I don't know, a bunch of attack, like a million attack or something, yeah, the Dugtrio is faster, so I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Sneak. Like if it goes against something with like a million attack, like a bunch of Swords Dances, oh, Sucker Punch. Okay, fair enough. But basically what it does is it gets hit, its disguise gets broken, and then it uses the red card to switch him out. Now I'm going to actually, who do I want to go into? I think this Sucker Punch is pretty dangerous, so I'm going to go into my Little Bomber, which is going to go for the Infestation. Now what's funny about Dugtrio is it has an ability called Arena Trap, which is banned in OU, but oh, so he goes for the Sucker Punch. Dang, again. So now he can escape, and he's going to take some constant damage. So now I'm going to go into my Eye Sword and probably set up, since I think he's going to go for another Sucker Punch. He does. Which is fine, because I'm just going to go for a Swords Dance. He probably has Earthquake, but I think this is the best I can do. Now this is Eye Sword number 2, and we had a Little Bomber, which is a reference to a Narancia stand inside of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So here's the Seismitoad. We're going to SD up, and since Eye Sword times 2 is pretty strong, but very slow, I gave him Shadow Sneak for some more priority. I think this is going to kill him since our attack is pretty high. And we actually have some pretty good defense, to be honest. So there's the Shadow Sneak. Most likely he's going to switch into the Dugtrio. Nope, the Flygon this time. I think I'm just going to go for the Stab Shadow Claw. He probably has Earthquake, but I think this is the best I can do. Dragon Dance. Do we kill him? We do not, but we have priority, so we can just use our Shadow Sneak. Now, I don't know if I was actually talking about something and then I got a little distracted, but if I was talking about something, I'll probably just mention it inside the comments. So here's the Dugtrio, which I'm a little worried about. It only has 5 Sucker Punches left, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to spam Swords Dance, and hopefully it just keeps going for Sucker Punch. Okay, is he going to go for the Sucker Punch again? Now, as you guys probably know, Sucker Punch only works if you use an attacking move. So, oh, he actually has Earthquake now. Okay, so he went for Earthquake, and how much did that Earthquake do? Did 40, which I'm a little worried about. So I think I'm just going to, okay, I'm going to go for another Swords Dance. So he goes for another Earthquake. Now, to be honest, I could have went for another Shadow Sneak, but I wanted to make sure he didn't go for something else. So I'll just go for a Shadow Sneak and take out the Dugtrio. So that's GG for the first battle against the DaDunce. And let's move on to the second battle. All right, and here's battle 2. Now, as you can see, my radioactive chip is actually a female this time. So I don't know if that makes the shiny not as green, but you still get the joke. So I think this time I'm going to go into, I want Little Bomber to do something. He wasn't able to do his big thing. So hopefully he doesn't go into Doug Trio again and be that guy. But as you guys have been seeing on my channel, I have a lot of new series going on, being Arknights, which I think isn't even out yet, Fire Emblem Heroes, of course he goes for that. That's fine, that's perfectly fine. Because now, you know what I'm going to go for? I'm going to go into Uncle Edward, which is going to Hone Claws. Okay, that's fine. Because I'm just going to go for the Toxic. Freeze a little bit, so I'm actually going to push the home button and then come back in. It does that sometimes. But, so he's, did he go for another one? I didn't really see what he went for. What was his second attack? He went for a Sucker Punch, but was unable to. So I'm actually going to Mean Look now. He goes for the Earthquake, but does not kill me, and I can go for Mean Look. And now he's stuck in. So I think we're going to live another hit. So I'm going to go for the Pain Split. He gets a crit. Of course he gets a crit. But that's fine. I think he's still stuck in. And now, I think I'm going to go into my Worn Out Fursuit and just go for the SD. Now, if he's smart, he'll just go for the Earthquake and then the Sucker Punch, but it depends. So another Hone Claws. He is literally letting this Mimikyu get a free Swords Dance off, which is fine. But I'm going to go for the Shadow Sneak, just in case he goes for the Earthquake. Now I'm actually going to put the timer on, since it's always kind of funny to do that. So he goes for the Sucker Punch and busts my defense, but that's fine. The red card actually drags the Seismitoad out, which is actually not too good for me. But since the Seismitoad is out, I'm just going to go for a Play Rough. And hopefully this kills. It actually does not. And he goes for the Power Whip. So that's fine, because I'm just going to go for the... I'm definitely faster, unless he has Awkward Jet or something, so I'm just going to go for the Shadow Claw, just in case he switches out into something. Which he might, because the Dunce has a habit of wanting to save every single Pokemon, even if they're only at a very low amount of HP. But let's see what he does. Now, Mimikyu is one of my favorite Pokemon. It is a very easy Pokemon to use, if I do say so myself. But he switches on to the Excadrill and actually gets crit, so I guess that's some luck back, since I got Earthquake crit, which killed my Dusclops. But are we faster? We are faster, unless he's so yeah, he had a Focus Sash, so he's not faster, so I can just go for the Shadow Claw. Now, to be fair, I probably should have just went for the Shadow Snake, but he might have switched out. So that I think that crit mattered. Okay, so he's probably going to go into his Doug Trio and use Sucker Punch. Hippowdon now. He's probably trying to kill me with the power of sand then. That's fine, because I'm just going to go for the Play Rough. And since Hippowdon's really kind of fat, I'm not gonna take much damage. But he has a lot of dark type moves, which is pretty dangerous for my team. So I think I'm just going to go into my little Bomber. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely faster, so if I can live this, I can get my thing off. So I'm gonna go for the Infestation and see if I can make my thing work. So basically what this little Bomber does is he uses Infestation, which locks the opponent in and does damage to them, and then he uses Phantom Force to make it so it takes 2 turns. So he's, oh, of course. I do live, but the sand kills me. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Ah, that was kind of a waste. Yeah, the sand. I actually probably could have done my thing if this Hippowdon didn't beat me up with the sand. So this is actually a purple radioactive chip, which is fine. I think it's still pretty cool looking. I'm just going to go for the Scald here. Unless he switches into the Flygon, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I'm going to do it just in case he switches out. If he goes into Mamoswine, good on him, but the chance of OHKOing a Flygon is too promising. So we do not kill. It actually probably would Whirlwind. So here's my Lava Lamp, which is faster, but he's probably going to kill me. So I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball. Now we're kind of getting beat up here. He has 5 Mons and we only have 3. But we took out one of his Mons. Now, to be honest, his Seismitoad is pretty weak, and his Dugtrio is going to die pretty soon. But that's fine. Alright, I really hope he brings out his Dugtrio and goes for a Sucker Punch. Okay, so here's Dugtrio. He might go for a Sucker Punch, so I'm going to go for a Substitute. If this works, we can pull some big brain moves. Now, honestly, I think Lampent's a pretty cool Pokemon. It evolves into... Oh, never mind. He just goes for Earthquake. Kind of smart, but, you know. I didn't really expect him to go for the Sucker Punch, since I kind of beat him up last game with all that. But I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam again. Since, yep. And now he goes into the Flygon. And there we go. Now we get the OHKO. Now, I'm very glad we got that, since I kind of expected he was going to switch into that. I'm kind of confused why he switched into it, but whatever he wants to do. Now I'm just going to go for the Scald. Hopefully we can get like a burn or something. This Mamoswine is probably faster. Unless he's not, unless he's like minimum speed or something. Now as you can probably hear by the recording quality, I'm inside of a different spot right now, since DaDunce is actually recording his own video of this exact... Okay, so he's a higher speed than me. We get another lucky crit, which is fine by me. But DaDunce is recording on his own channel, so you guys should totally check it out. Alright, so we get Earthquaked, and then the Mamoswine heals himself back up, which is pretty scary. But we have Ice Ward. So I say we just go for the Swords Dance, and hopefully we can spam him with a Shadow Sneak. All of his Pokemon are pretty low. This only has 9 HP, 25, and this has like 33. And it's toxic, so we should be able to clean this up. Wait a minute. Do I want to go for the Swords Dance? I don't know if Shadow Sneak's going to kill. Okay. Yeah, he has Earthquake. He probably is going to kill me, so I'm just going to go for the Shadow Sneak. It doesn't kill. Really unfortunate. Luckily we live, but I don't think we're going to be able to do much to the rest of his Pokemon, since his Dugtrio is probably just going to go for like Sucker Punch and stuff. So we're going to Shadow Sneak. Hopefully he doesn't switch out. If he switches out, that would be kind of funny, but he doesn't. He stays in, and I don't know who's going to go into next. The Seismitoad probably. Nope, not the Dugtrio. Oh boy. Okay, so now I think he's gonna go for Sucker Punch. If he doesn't, good on him. But I'm gonna go for a Swords Dance. He just goes for... Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna Shadow Sneak. Hopefully he Earthquakes. We take him out. I actually think we won. Yeah. The Seismitoad only has 9% HP. And I don't think he has any priority. So I'm gonna say that's a GG. Maybe I'll get beat up. He might have priority or something and beat me up. So I think we just won. So I only have 2% HP left, which is pretty funny. But we take out the Seismitoad. yeah, I don't think Seismitoad learns Aqua Jet or anything, so that's a GG from DaDunce. Now, I'm sorry about the birds. I have the window open right now, but we were able to take out the dunce with not much left. So that was a pretty savage, epic game. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out DaDunce's channel, and I'll see you guys inside the next video.